Hello everybody, did you miss us, Tiger Cubs? I hope so. Did you miss me? He says, yeah. Why did you miss me? You saw me 5 minutes ago. Anyway, hello all you Tiger Cubs. I hope you've all been washing your hands. You've been washing them, haven't you? You've been a very good boy, I must say. Very, very, very good. Bit smelly, but very good. Anyway, washing your hands, as you all know, was our first episode. And this episode, episode 2, is Tiger and Tim go to space. We're going to space now, so let's have liftoff! Do you like it here? He says he likes it here, but he misses all you Tiger Cubs. I have to agree with you, Tiger. Yeah, I miss them too. We do love you, Tiger Cubs. Come to space with us next time, please. So are you all still stuck at home? Yeah, we have been too, haven't we? We think things are getting a bit better though. And let's be honest, Tiger, we've been having a roaring time at home, haven't we? You wish you could roar like me, don't you? I am the best roarer in the house. I am the best singer in the house. So welcome to the joke shop, Tiger Cubs. As you can see, I've got my special glasses on for this. No, I don't look ugly, I look beautiful. Whenever I go outside, people always say, "Oh, Tim, you look so handsome in those glasses. I wish I had some glasses like those and looked as beautiful as you." They were not lying to me. They were not. Well, I can see you've got your spacesuit on, which I really like, and that actually reminds me of something very interesting. Did you know, Tiger, that in 1969, July 1969, humans went to space in their spacesuits, astronauts, and they walked on the moon? 2 American men, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, like Buzz Lightyear. And do you know what they said when they got there, Tiger? One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. What a sentence. Yes, Neil Armstrong. Well, as I said before, Tiger, Neil and Buzz are American and we love America, don't we? Hi, America! Well, enough talking, Tiger. Let's do what we were born to do in the joke shop. Jokes and riddles. You ready for riddle number 1? At night, they come without being fetched. By day, they are lost without being stolen. What are they? I'll repeat that. At night, they come without being fetched. By day, they are lost without being stolen. What are they? Do you know, cameraman Rick? Ha 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 ha! I've got him! Do you know? As you know, everyone, he always knows. The stars. So clever. Now, it's time for riddle number 2. Oh my goodness, Tiger, you've grown! You look like your uncle. Whew. Riddle number 2. I'm sometimes full, but I never overflow. What am I? I'm sometimes full, but I never overflow. What am I? I'm not going to ask if you know it, because I know that you'll know it. What's the answer? The moon. Riddles out the way then. Joke time. My favourite. Why did Mickey Mouse become an astronaut? Look like you, Mickey Mouse. In his spacesuit, in his astronaut suit. Why did Mickey Mouse become an astronaut? Tiger? Correct. He wanted to visit Pluto. Pluto, his friend! Also the name of a planet! Very good! Joke number 2. I think even cameraman Rick's going to get this. What is a spaceman's favourite chocolate? I'm going to see if cameraman Rick knows it. What is a spaceman's favourite chocolate? Yes! It is! It's a Mars bar! Well done, Rick! Well done, Tiger. You always get them right. Now, All these jokes and riddles have really got me spaced out. Let's move on to the next section. Picture this. I'd really love to meet that art critique one day. He sounds like a wonderful, fascinating, beautiful, gorgeous man. Hello Tiger, hello Tiger Cubs. Yes, I'm back once again to look at some wonderful, marvelous pieces of art. Don't give me that face, Tiger. Yes, you've said I look like this Tim fellow, but I've never met him. But I'm sure he has a wonderful eye for art like me. And I'm sure he's got a wonderful singing voice like me too. Do you like Tim's singing, Tiger? Oh, don't block your ears. Let me give you a little bit of my singing now. I love art, 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 art. Art I do adore. Well, as all you Tiger Cubs know, my job is to look at the finest pieces in the finest galleries of the finest cities in the world. And of course, to assess the art correctly, I must use my very special monocle. And as you all know also, this section called Picture This is where you Tiger Cubs send me your wonderful pieces of art. Could be drawings, paintings, arts and crafts. And as you know, the first episode was about washing your hands, so the theme of your art was wash your hands. And let's have a look at the selection of some of the pieces we received around that theme. Are you excited? Yeah, me too.
Well, our first piece is quite a wonder from Alexandra in Wales, which is a country in the United Kingdom, and as you can see, this is truly perfection. Look at the colours of the nails, truly glorious. A triumph, Alexandra. H3, my goodness. Oh my. Look at these two angels, Lola, age 5, and Abigail, age 9. They're in the north of England in a county called Yorkshire. Very nice. Those pictures are truly impressive, ladies. Well done indeed. Oh my, clearly a piece of modern art here. The artiste has captured the moment wonderfully, and this one is by Ellie Rain, aged 3, and she's in the Philippines, which is a country in Asia, kids. Wonderful to have someone from the Philippines included in the show, and a truly wonderful piece of art too. And our fourth and final piece is by Scarlett. She is also in the United Kingdom, and wow, look at the colours, look at the execution, look at the hands being washed. What don't you love here? Because I love it all.
Well, wasn't that fabulous, Tiger and Tiger Cubs? Congratulations to all the artistes. Now, of course, the theme of this episode is Tiger and Tim Go to Space. So what we want, Tiger Cubs, is you all to produce your paintings, your drawings, your arts and crafts to send in to us for the next episode, so we can review them in episode 3. Make sense? That means mums and dads, you need to send in the art for us. Preferably a photo of the art, must be in a landscape format, mums and dads. We're having many problems with you sending in the portrait, mum. No, must be landscape. And you can do this on our new form on our website. Sorry, not my website. I'm not Tim, I'm the art critique. The website is tigerandtim.com/upload. You had a lot of fun building that website, didn't you, Tiger? Yes. tigerandtim.com/upload, mums and dads, and let's see your kids and their wonderful art in episode 3. I think it's time for Tim to return. Well, I really would love to meet that art critique one day. He seems like a fascinating fellow, very handsome as well, I believe. No, not everyone does think it's me dressed up, Tiger. It's a ridiculous thing to say, and you know what? I think I'll prove you wrong one day, because I'm going to meet the art critique one day. Tiger Cubs, I'm sure you know it's not me dressed up. Although I must say, the art critique did tell me one thing to tell the Tiger Cubs and the mums and dads. Hello, mums and dads in the background. He did say it would be a good idea if you got them all to like and subscribe to the Tiger and Timmy YouTube channel, and also to follow and like all of our other social media channels like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You can do that using the link in the description below, mums and dads. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Please do it. Love you. Well, after all the fun we've had, I think it's time to take a step back, take it easy, relax, get comfortable, calm, and it's time for story time. Or you could say, Tiger, it's story time. And story time is really, really important, kids. It's very important that you read, that you're read to by your mums and dads, and if you can read, maybe read to your mums and dads, or your younger brothers or sisters, or maybe even write your own story. We do that, don't we, Tiger? You're good at writing, a little messy with your paws, but your ideas are fantastic. Your creative writing is very special. This time, our story is called A Mouse on the Moon. And we must say thank you to our friends at Story Jumper, who have kindly allowed us to read A Mouse on the Moon. Story Jumper is another brilliant free resource, isn't it? Yeah, it's free, for mums and dads and kids to read some stories and also to write their own and illustrate them. So, A Mouse on the Moon, Tiger. Marvin was a sad and very lonely mouse. His only dream was to get to the largest piece of cheese he knew, the moon, Tiger. Every night before Marvin went to sleep, he stared at the moon, wishing for the chance to one day get a taste of it. Marvin liked all different types of cheeses such as feta, cotija, mozzarella, Gouda, goat's cheese, but especially cheddar. Yum yum in my tum. I love cheese, said Marvin. One day Marvin was walking through the forest on his way back from the nearby town when he met Dolly the deer. And as the sun began to set, Marvin had to get to his favourite spot to watch the sun go to sleep and the moon come out. They agreed to meet at this same spot tomorrow so they could see each other again. Goodbye, Marvin, said Dolly. Goodbye, Dolly, said Marvin. Before bed that night, Marvin had the most crazy idea. I wonder if Dolly would help me get to the moon. I'd love to go, but I am so small and there is no way I could travel that far away without any help. Well, we did it, didn't we, Tiger? We went earlier. The next morning, Dolly and Marvin got together to hang out. He was very anxious about seeing how his new friend would react to his biggest dream. Dolly, I have to ask you something. How crazy of an idea would it be if I asked for your help to get to the moon? The moon? Said Dolly. That is so far away, and you are so very small. Much smaller than you, Tiger, and much, much, much smaller than me. I know, said Marvin, but I absolutely love cheese, and I want to see which flavour the moon is made out of. I don't think the moon is made out of cheese, said Dolly. It sure looks like it is, and I want to go and find out. Dolly was delighted to help Marvin. The only problem she had was that she definitely did not think that the moon was made of cheese. That night, as the sun went down, they started to brainstorm on how they could get Marvin to the moon. A rocket? Asked Dolly. Yes, that's it, said Marvin. And there was no time to waste, so they got to work. All throughout the night, they gathered pieces they would need for their rocket. Dolly collected some metal, wood, and created a fire. Marvin found an old telescope and a wick made from an old candle. That's very clever of them. They continued to work for 3 whole days. Animals gathered around from across the forest to see what all the commotion had been about. We present to you the Mouse 2000! Squeaked Marvin. Squeak, squeak. The other animals were in shock that such a small mouse and a deer created something so big. I shall take Liftoff tomorrow night on the mountain of great lava. The lava will ignite the wick, and I then will reach the moon! Marvin cheered. They all cheered, I'm sure. It's amazing. As Marvin lay under the moonlit sky, he became saddened. I don't like it when you're sad either, Tiger. He had been so excited to go to the moon, but he realised he is going all by himself. This got him thinking, and he had an idea. Marvin gathered extra parts in order to create another chair to go inside of the rocket. Marvin realised that he did not want to go to the moon alone, so he worked on the rocket and made it accessible for 2 people. Marvin went to find Dolly to set up for the surprise. Of course it's Dolly the deer. Why didn't I think of that, Tiger? Dolly, I have such a surprise for you. Meet me early tonight before I head to the moon. Okay, Marvin. See you later, she said. Marvin told Dolly how he had made an extra seat for her to come along with him. She gladly accepted the offer. They both were ready to find out the truth of the moon. As the volcano started to rumble, it lit the fuse to ignite the rocket. So the 2 of them were off to the moon. Flying through space, they made their 3-day voyage to the moon. Wow, 3 days is a long trip. Marvin was the first mouse on the moon. Can you believe it, Tiger Cubs? He made it. He tried a piece of the moon, and indeed, the moon was not made of cheese. He was very disappointed. I would have been too. I like cheddar. But extremely happy he had a friend like Dolly to have by his side. That's lovely, isn't it? And that, kids, is the end of the story. No cheese on the moon, but the message is, you have a good friend and they'll look after you. But you need to look after them too. Agree? I knew you would. That's story time with Tiger and Tim. Over. Next section. Well, what a fantastic story that was. Yes, Marvin was very clever, Tiger. And if you want to hear more stories like that of Marvin's, then please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be really fantastic. And you get to see more of me, the Quiz Master! It is time for Quiz Corner, and it's time for my perfectly fitting hat. Thanks, cameraman Rick. See? Perfect. Fits my head. I've got such a small head, so it's a beautiful snug fit, everyone. Are you ready for Quiz Corner? Are you ready? You're going to get them all right again? Yep, he will. And the first question is for those who were paying attention during story time with Tiger and Tim. What did Marvin the Mouse think the moon was made from? Question 1. What did Marvin the Mouse think that the moon was made from? Go on, Tiger. Correct. Cheese. Question 2 of the quiz. How many planets are there in space, kids? Tiger Cubs. Tiger. Yeah? How many planets are there in space? Okay. You ready? Do it. Correct. 8. Although some people say there's a 9th planet. There's a little bit of controversy about that. You can maybe look that up as well if you want to see who people think is the 9th planet or what the 9th planet is. But officially, according to NASA, which is a very important organization to do with space, they say there are 8 planets. Well done, Tiger. Nice. Question 3 of Quiz Corner. When did man first land on the moon? When did man, humans, 2 men actually, first land on the moon? And again, we told you this earlier in the show. We hope you were listening, Tiger Cubs. Were you listening? Correct. July 20th, 1969. Well done. Question 4 then. Is the sun a star or a planet? Is the sun a star or a planet? Tiger, what do you think? Because you'll get it. Correct! It is a star. And the fifth and final question. Why can humans float in space? Ooh. Float. Or like a bubble. Or like a cloud. Float. Why can humans float in space, Tiger? Tell them then. Correct. There's no gravity. Do you know what gravity is, kids? Tiger Cubs? Well, without Earth's gravity that we have on our Earth, we would fly right off into the air, into space. Well done, Tiger. That's 5 out of 5 by my calculations and 10 out of 10 in the first 2 episodes. Very good. But now you've got all 5 questions right, you made me disappear last time as a reward for your 100% correct answers. What do you intend to do this time? He wants to send me off on a rocket. I've become a rocket man! Hi, Sir Eldon. If you want it, then I'll do it. We're best friends and you always get them right, so that's your reward. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Tiger, come on, send me back on this rocket. I don't want to be in space on my own. Please let me come back. Oh, Tiger, what a relief. You've brought me back to Earth. He made me disappear in episode 1, kids. It would be a good idea to watch that episode. And now he's made me fly off on a rocket in episode 2. I guess you deserve it for being so clever, but it's a bit scary. And also, I don't like being on my own. You know this. It's lonely. But I tell you what, why don't you and I rocket our way from Quiz Corner to Tiger's Tongue Twisters? Okay, so it's time for Tiger's Tongue Twisters! I do love this, and so does Tiger, because he's trying to help you all with your English speaking and your pronunciation so you can speak beautifully. Maybe like the art critique speaks beautifully. Oh, I sounded a bit like him there, didn't I? Yeah, that's a very strange coincidence. Before I read the tongue twister, I watched the first episode of Tiger and Tim back, and you fell asleep and you drooled. Now the whole world knows that you're a drooler. I always knew it. My bed sheets are a mess from all your dribble. So no falling asleep this time, Tiger, and no Peter Piper picking your nose either. Now kids, Tiger's chosen a really good tongue twister this time. Remember to open your mouths and improve your pronunciation as we do it. Tongue twister number 2, episode 2. There's a chip shop in space selling spaceship-shaped chips. See, I can't do it, it's hard. Surely the sun shall shine soon. Oh kids, I made so many mistakes, didn't I, Tiger? Try number 2. There's a chip shop in space selling spaceship-shaped chips. Surely the sun shall shine soon. Oh my goodness, I've got it wrong again. Stop laughing. I'm trying my best, Tiger. I tell you what, kids, if you can get this tongue twister right, then your pronunciation is going to be so good when you speak normally. Easier words, because this is really hard. Try number 3, no falling asleep. There's a chip shop in space selling spaceship-shaped chips. Surely the sun shall shine soon. I did it! Victory! Tiger's tongue twisters complete! Well, I'm all twisted out after your tongue twister, Tiger. That was very good, but very, very hard. I'm happy we're now with your tigers, which is your pets. This section, of course, hopefully if you saw in episode 1, is about you guys sending us some pictures of your wonderful pets. It could be a cat, it could be a dog, it could be a crocodile. Please don't. No, I'm scared of crocodiles. Big teeth. Bigger than yours. Yes. So mums and dads, like picture this earlier on in the show. This is your chance to get your tiger cubs on the show. Go to tigerandtim.com/upload and there's a little drop down menu that says picture this or your tigers at the top, and then select your tigers and you've got all the different options that you need to input to get your tiger cub on the show. Remember, landscape photos please, not portrait. No, 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 landscape only. And if you can put the kids in with the pets, that would be brilliant. Let's have a look at some of your tigers you've sent us in after episode 1 and for our episode now, episode 2, Tiger and Tim Go to Space. Let's see the tigers.
Well, what a start to your tigers this one is, because that's Jess, the white and brown dog, and that's her little sister, isn't it? Mowgli, the black dog. Oh my goodness, Jess and Mowgli, you are adorable. And your owners, Chris, Julie, Elliot and Maisie, who are in England and the United Kingdom, are very lucky to have you. Thank you so much for sending this picture in. We love your dogs. Who's this prince? It's Aiden, who's age 5 with his cat, Kato. And Aiden is in Canada. Would you believe it? Fantastic. It looks nice and sunny and hot in Canada, Aiden. We love the picture. And we love your cat, Kato. And this is your sister, isn't it? Marika, who's aged 8. And of course, she's also with Kato the cat. We love you, Kato. Meow. And last but not least, we have got a special one here. Amelie, Princess Amelie. Clearly, with that headband, you look beautiful. You're age 9, and that's your brother on the left, isn't it? Finn, who's age 6, and your dog, Bailey, in the middle, who is a Jack Russell Maltese. Bailey, you look like you bark a lot. You look like you like to have a lot of fun, and I'd like to give you a big cuddle.
Well, wasn't that great, Tiger? Yeah, I agree with you. It's fantastic seeing your tigers, kids. We love it. So please keep sending them in. We want more, and we will choose a selection of them for each episode. Make sure you get your mums and dads to submit the pictures on our website, tigerandtim.com/upload. If your tigers weren't included in this show, don't give up. If you don't give up, I'm pretty sure you'll get your reward in the end. Final section, the Tiger and Tim fan cub, if I can say it properly. So that's just about it for our second episode, Tiger. Did you enjoy it this time as well? Yeah, me too. Anything you want to say to everyone? You don't need the toilet this time. Oh, that's good. He did in the first episode. Unbelievable. Anything else? He's hungry. Always costing me more money. I've told you kids before, he is a very expensive best friend. Now, remember, if you're a member of the Tiger and Tim fan club, that means we expect certain things from you, including respect for your mum and dad and your elders, respect for others, being kind to others, remembering to share, and trying to read, as well as other important things that will help you grow up to be big, strong and clever like you. Yep, you're not that big, but you're definitely strong and clever, and you will be big as you grow. Yeah, exactly. Not as big as me. Yeah. Bigger. Okay, fair enough. So that's it, kids. Say goodbye to the kids, Tiger. Bye kids, we hope you've enjoyed our trip to space. We definitely have. We hope you've learned lots, and I don't know, maybe we could go to the jungle next time. That would be a good one, wouldn't it, for episode 3? But if you want to see us in the jungle, then I suggest you like and subscribe to this video and our account on YouTube. Episode 3, Tiger and Tim Go to the Jungle. Episode 2, Tiger and Tim in Space, is over. Goodbye.